preside in her stead. I will preside in her stead.
All right. No problem. Then we can continue.
I didn't hear you. You said someone want to say something, opening remark or something.
The GLT is not online. The district admin it will be the one to coordinate.
Okay, she delegated that to Lion Frank to do.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Lion Frank, do your opening remarks
sir.
so that we can just start.
Okay. I don't know if the DG is on board.
Lion Frank, can we take off this chime that makes when people join, because it can be distracting.
Yeah. Okay, good evening, fellow Lions. Welcome you to yet another moment of learning. As we all know, a knowledgeable lion, better lion. It has been very imperative for us to have this session this evening. That is due to the fact that we have, over time, in the past few weeks, seen a lot of errors and a lot of services that are meant to be reported turning out to become draft. That is what has necessitated the call for tonight sensitization, walking around the portal. Please, can we mute our mics, please? Can we mute our mics? So, but before we go on, the DG is not around. I would want us to please observe these following ground rules. When you log in, please mute your mics. You'll only be able to unmute the mic when you are required to ask a question. And as such, please let's follow these ground rules so that we can have a very swift lesson for this evening. I would want to give the floor at the moment to Lion Abdul Karim. Lion Abdul Karim, please, you have the floor. Welcome on board.
Lion Abdul Karim, you are muted.
Lion Abdul Karim, you can unmute and speak, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Am I on now?
Yes, sir. You have the floor.
Okay. Good evening, great Lions. And welcome once again to this session. Like we had during the preamble, there have been a series of errors, mistakes here and there in reporting. So the DGLT, together with the district governor and the DCS, found it important that we have this session so that we learn how to navigate the portal with regards to reporting our activity. This session is going to be in two parts. I will take the first part, and the DCS, Lion Ahmed, will take the second part of it. So I would like, first of all, it's practically going to be not just theory. We need to have our maybe a second device, if we can access that, so that we can navigate the portal as we discuss. Otherwise, if we just do theory, it still comes back to the same old story that people will find a bit challenging. So I once said that this should be a practical class actually, but because of the need to have it, they say, okay, we should probably start with the virtual one, which we're having at the moment. Okay, the Lion portal basically is where it contains a whole lot of information. We access and reporting from projects, service activity. We access and view membership, manage our membership, as well as check our finance flow, balances. Clubs have access on that same portal to check their balances with regards to their dues, international dues payment. They can track that. They can, at the same time, check the health status of their club to know how good they are doing or how bad they are doing, where to improve, and what to do going forward. So the portal has a whole lot of information there that we can access. But for this session, we are not going into those other ones. We'll bother ourselves more with reporting of our service activity because it's so germane, it's so important, and that we report our service activity. Otherwise, you do an activity without reporting, it's like you've not done any activity as far as Lions Club International is concerned. So it's important that we follow as we try to navigate the portal. So once again, I say good evening and welcome to this session. Lion Ahmed. So first we need to activate. How do we activate the portal? We use our username. If you have the My Lion, if you already have My Lion and you try to activate on My Lion, it takes you straight to the portal. Otherwise, you go through the address that you are seeing on your screen right now, which is www.lionsclubs.org, and register using your email as your username. And no, Lion Ahmed, you are too fast.
No.
Lion Ahmed, you are too fast.
Yes, I just quickly brought it to this page where you use your username to log in and password.
Okay, so you log in with your email and your password. So most people have forgotten the exact email and password used when they register them as members of their clubs. So it's necessary that if you have forgotten, you won't be able to access the portal. So you have to go back, let the secretary of the club go back to check for you what the exact email you use, and then you have to look for the password. If you can't remember, you do forget password and change your password from there. Alternatively, I think ICT can help, as well as the DCS can help if you have forgotten your password or your email. Because without these two essential information, you won't be able to access the portal. So once you get here, just put in your email and your password, and then you log in. Next slide, please. Now, once you log in, I'm coming, hold on. Once you log in at this, Ahmed, hello?
Sir.
Are we using the
phone
laptop,
the phone version?
Laptop or the phone?
No, the phone version. This is the page version for someone who doesn't have Lion account, who hasn't created the Lion account before.
Okay, because I need to explain to them that if you are using the laptop, the version, what you see, the format you see is completely different from the phone format if you are using your phone. So,
that might fear with orange. I want that I need to write.
Hello, someone is okay. Once you put in your information here, you are trying to sign up as a new participant on the platform. You put in your name, you put in your email, and then click on the sign up button. Next slide, please. Once you do that, this window pop up, and what is there is you see it welcomes you. Your name will be at the top of it. Your membership, that's my membership, your club, your other information there. So what you do, you just go straight to your club, because that's where you want to access the information about your club. You press your club. If you press on membership, it takes you to your membership detail, history, and other club members' history details, limited of course to whatever level. Someone is sorry. Okay. Can you mute yourself, please? So if you are a district officer, you go to my district. If you, for example, you are a zone chairperson or region chairperson or the DCS, you go to my district. If you click on my district, it gives you access to all the clubs under you. But being a secretary or service chairperson or the president, you click on your club, because that's the only access you have, the detail about your club on the portal. Next slide, please. Okay. Once you click on that, it brings you to this window. Now, here you have home. If you click on home, it takes you back to the beginning where you are coming from. If you click on membership, it takes you to membership reporting. What we are looking here is service. If you go down, like I said, the portal is a whole lot of information are there. If you go to learning, it takes you to where you can learn. That's the Lions Learning Center. If you go to report and insights, that's about the healthiness of your club, the status, the health status of your club. And of course, you have, if you want to shop for Lions items and things like that, you go to shop. If you press on, click on my club, again, it gives you your club details, take you to your district and multiple district or constitutional area. If you do that, it gives you summarized information if you are entitled to have those information, especially as a cabinet officer. So once you are here, we want to go straight to service. So you click on service. It brings you to this window. Once you are here, this window, you are expected to first of all create the service activity. So you'll see on top of the summarized information, like what you have here, hold on, Lion Ahmed. What you have here, if you have been reporting your service activity, it will give you in a summarized form the metrics in each of the box, like the total number of people served, total number of volunteer hours, funds raised or donated. These are the metrics you are going to see if you have been reporting. But if you have not been reporting, these boxes will be empty. There won't be anything there. So, but we assume you are reporting or you've not reported. The first thing you do once you get to this window is to click on Create Service. So, Lion Ahmed, once you click on Create Service, thank you. Once you click on Create Service, it brings you to this window. Now, because Lion Ahmed used his system, because he's the DCS, he have access to a whole lot of other information. If you are the secretary, the service chairperson, or the president of your club, because you won't have access to other club information, the only information you see there is the name of your club. But because the DCS have access to all clubs within the district, that's why you see what you are seeing here, the names of District 404, A3, Ikorodu Metropolitan, and others. But don't be too scared. Once you click in, what you see, because you do not have access to this other club's information, it is purely your club name that will appear on there. So once you click on your club name, next slide, please. It brings out a drop-down menu for you to select what kind of service activity do you want to do or do you want to report on. So if you are doing donation, you click on donation. If you are doing fundraising, fundraiser, you do that. If you are reporting your meetings, because I'm sure many presidents don't even know that they can report their meetings. If you have your meetings, your board meetings, you can report them there. So you can report your meeting, but we're interested in service project. So you go straight down and click on service project. Next slide, please. Once you click on service project, it brings you to the window. Here, can you mute your mic, please? Thank you. If you properly identify the service you want to do, which by the time you click on create service, it will show you that you are successful. Once you have done that and you select the kind of service you intend to do, which is the previous window, and you get to this point, then these are a whole lot of information. You click on edit. Edit will give you the opportunity to now enter the entire detailed information that is required. Thank you, Lion Ahmed. You input all the necessary data required with regards to that particular service that you have done. If you don't get it right, then you have to go back. You can continue to edit it. Even when after reporting, you can recall it. That's the beauty of this thing. After reporting and you discover you've made a mistake, you can recall and re-edit. It gives you that opportunity to do so. So I think I'll stop here. Lion Ahmed will take us through how to input those information, because the major issue some officers do make is when they are calculating the volunteer hours. But I think Lion Ahmed will make those clarifications as he take it off from here. Thank you. Lion Ahmed, I yield the floor.
All right, thank you, Lion Abdulkarim. Good evening, everyone. Yeah.
Good evening.
Before going into the detail, more especially on the metrics, how to impute the metrics, there are some essential things that need to be taken note of. The first one is activity title. We need to title the project we are reporting. If you look at this page, you see something up here that says service activity for the club you clicked before, the club you clicked here. So the club will be automatically displayed there. Then you need to title that project. One of the 8 global courses of our project should be the title. How you are doing it now, that one will come up after. So let's assume that this project we're about to report is hunger relief. So that one, we must be taking note of that. Then the category of service, like what I just said now, I said hunger relief. We know that hunger relief falls under one of the 8 global courses. So we must also know that any project we are reporting must come under any of the 8 global courses. Then we must take note of the date and location, because if anybody pick up the report, if anybody look at the receipt and click on that receipt, without you explaining the message, the report must be able to talk or speak for itself without the attention of anybody. So the date and location is very, very important. Then the metrics, we need to be mindful of the metrics. The metrics are the number of people served, number of volunteers, volunteer hours, total money, total fund raised, total fund donated. So now, those are the things we need to take note of. Now, back to this page. Now, I said the other time that let us take, for instance, we are reporting hunger relief. You know, we have registered that in the previous page, and also we have clicked on the club. So if you are a guiding lion, if you are reporting, you have the option for the guiding lion period, which is 2 years, you have the option of the clubs you are guiding. If you also drop down, then your club. So it's now left for you to click your club. So if you are coming to this page, automatically the title of the project and the name of the club you are reporting for will come here automatically without you inputting it again. Then the date, like what I said the other time, the date of the project when the project was carried out must be imputed. So if you click on this date, a calendar will drop down and you click. But note, any project you are reporting must be in the past. You cannot report projects in advance. So the projects must have been carried out. So if the calendar drop down, you need to click a past date or the date you are reporting. You can report, you can pick a date in the future. That means you are just creating that project to invite other Lions to participate or to attend that project. Then the cost, that is, if you click on this, you can see now that none is there. But if you click on this arrow, the 8 global courses will drop down. Then you click on hunger. Before, we used to click on this box, this report complete box. But now you can't click it again now because the portal has also been updated. So if you don't click this box before, if you report, your report will be taken as a draft. But now they have updated it. So this one is not necessary again. Then now you come to the end date. You know, there are some projects, like I'm very sure of the annual core project of Anthony Village NG Troops, the computer project that starts from August 1st through August 31st is their club project, club signature project every year. So if you are reporting such project, you are expected to have a start date, which will be August 1st, and end date August 31st. If your project is taking 2 or 3 days, that is how you take it. The starting point will be the date you start, and the end point will be the date you completed the project. You understand? So that is on the issue of dates. Then now, if you come to project type, if you click on that project type, so many things will drop down, like awareness campaign, donation of food items, visiting orphanage home. Different options will come down. You need to pick one that best describe the type of project you carried out. If none is applicable to what you did, there is an option of others. So in clicking, if you click on that others, it will definitely tell us that the project you carried out did not fall in line with all the lists we have on the portal. So it will be taken. Then description, you are expected to describe, not with so many stories, a concise description of the project you carried out. Lagos Phoenix Lions Club carried out feeding the hungry project in so place where 250 people were fed with, like that. So a very concise information that will describe exactly what you have carried out. Then you scroll down, you have it like this. This one is still on the same page with the previous page. So if you scroll down, if that project is a signature project, like what I just mentioned down, or those projects that used to have signature project at the end of, or core project at the end of the year, you need to click this. Because in clicking this, it will tell them in the over there that you have carried out a signature project for the year. If you apply for a grant from the International Office, SCIF, you are expected to also report that this project we carried out was sponsored or supported with SCIF grants. So if you click this, of course, they have their record that you apply for a grant and the grant was given. So you are expected to also add that to your reports. So if you raise money for that project, you don't need to impute this. If the project is not a signature project, it's not your core project, you are not also expected. I've seen series of reports, most especially in these Lions here, where some are just clicking everything. You are not expected to click. If that project is not your core project, don't click this. You understand? And if it is not supported by SEIF grant, you are not expected also to click on that. Then now come to the business of the day, because this is where most of our reporters are getting it wrong. People served, total volunteers, total volunteer hours. The people served is the total count of beneficiaries. That is the simplest form. It can be calculated in two forms, by direct counting or by estimation. If you donate, if you prepare meal for 100 people and 100 people were served in that community or at a particular place, you can easily count them that in this particular area, we have served 100 people. It is very, very allowed. If you donate to a school, you cannot measure the impact of that donation, or you donate to hospital, you cannot measure the number of beneficiaries who will benefit from the money you donated or from the items you donated to that organization. In that regard, you are expected to estimate. But in the process of your estimation, you should also be considerate. Some people will just put before this before the portal, my Lion Den was updated, club can report as much as 10,000 people served. But it doesn't make any sense. If a club just come up to tell us that the club has served 10,000 people in one project, it's not too, it doesn't make any sense. Let me put it that way. So when the portal was updated, it was now restricted. It was brought down to 3,000. No matter how big your project is, how big your awareness campaign is, you cannot serve. You are not expected to report more than 3,000 people. So, and it is only on awareness campaign. For instance, if you go on radio or you go on television to sensitize the public, the coverage of that radio station or television station at times, for instance, one of the radio stations in Ikorodu, the coverage is 20 million people. So you are not expected to impute that 20 million people. In fact, you don't even have that capacity. You are expected to, maximum you can report is 3,000. So because we need to tell them that, fine, we have carried out this also awareness campaign, but we must be reasonable in doing that. So if you cannot count the total number of beneficiaries directly, you are also expected to estimate on the cases I mentioned now. So that is on how to get your number of people served. It can be directly or indirectly. Indirectly as the estimation way of getting your people served, while direct is by a number of beneficiaries that are directly involved or impacted. Then the total number of volunteers. Total number of volunteers is the combined total number of lions and non-lions who participated in the project. The reason why I'm talking about total volunteers is because it is when we have volunteers, we can talk of volunteer hours. So that's why I'm bringing this total volunteer up before explaining what total volunteer hours is. So total volunteer is the combination or the addition of both lions, leos, and non-lions who are involved in the process and execution of a particular project. Take, for instance, if you carry out, let's use hunger as a case study, hunger relief. There are some people that will be involved in getting the food items, not particularly your lion member alone. So if you engage non-lion and leos and lions you need to add all of them together, provided they are involved in the preparation of that project. They are all volunteers. So you add them together. If we have, for instance, we have 10 lions, we have 5 leos, and we have 3 or 5 non-lions who were part of that process, you need to bring all of them together. So it will now be total volunteers will now be number of lions plus Leo plus non-lions. So any amount that you come up with will be your total volunteers. Now, come back to total volunteer hours. The simplest way, the simplest formula to calculate this total volunteer hours is by multiplying the total number of volunteer by the total number of hours spent. But for free, that is not the best practice. If you want to really take the number of volunteer hours, you need to take note of every hour spent by each volunteer. If Mr. A or Lion A, for instance, spent 2 hours and Lion B spent half hour, Lion C spent 8 hours, you need to take that one after the other. And at the end of the exercise, you bring them together. That will give you total volunteer hours. The time you spent in getting the items needed for a particular project must also be factored in, because it's part of the hours you have volunteered in executing that project. But if we cannot, if you don't have that patience to take the metrics, more especially on this hour, for instance, if you are at the project venue, if the total number of volunteers there were 8, and not all of us spent the same hour, not all of us waited till we completed that project, we are supposed to take number of hours spent by each person. The person that spent just 4 hours there, 4 hours must be recorded for that person. While the person who spent 8 hours, 8 hours must be recorded for that person too. But at the end of the day, we need to calculate everything together. But if you cannot go through that space, just multiply the total number of volunteers by the total number of hours. Anything that comes up will be your total number of volunteer hours. That is the hours spent. I made mention of something the other time, that those who are involved that are not Lion members, you will just put all of them together here. We have 5 non-Lion members, 10 Lion members, 5 Leos. All of them will give you 20. But you are expected to also indicate why you are reporting that it is not only the Lions who participated in the execution of this project. So by doing that, you need to click on this box, non-Lion participated. So you click on that. So if they are looking at the metrics, it will send a signal that it is not only the Lions who participated in the execution of this project. Same also goes to non-Lion family member participated. So now, this is still on the same page. Additional metrics, currency. Before, we used to have Naira dollar conversion rate in this place, in this space. You impute your normal Naira, 500,000 Naira, you impute it. Automatically, it will convert it to dollar. So, but when this new portal was introduced, that was exempted. But as at yesterday, I still lodged that complaint, which will be, it will be restored as soon as possible. So they are working on it. So Naira value will also be added to this portal, where you can easily input your Naira and the portal will change it to the dollar. Because we are also having that challenge now. Most clubs will just input the Naira equivalent, the Naira value in dollars. Now, that is part of the issue we are having now. So we don't need, even though we want to convert dollar to dollar, you know how much naira you have expended on the particular project. So you are expected to divide it by the current exchange rate. Then you impute it. So for you to just put dollar rate or dollar value of your naira is not the best. If you want to impute the currency, if you have expended 500,000 naira on a project, let us divide it by the number of amount of the equivalent. So we just impute it there. So even though if they are looking at it, they know that you have spent $100, $200, $350 on this particular project. So I've seen series of cases where clubs were just imputing any amount they like. So it's not the best practice. Then now, total fund raised. The amount of money raised for a particular project is the total fund raised. If, for instance, in our club, as the literacy day project is coming up, the district is giving us discounts to buy bag for our project. If at the end of the day the club is able to raise let's say 200,000 naira for that project, so that 200,000 naira is expected to be imputed here, that this is the amount of money raised. If at the end of the day we are unable to expend the whole amount of money on that project, the amount spent on the project is expected to also be imputed here. Take, for instance, we were able to raise 200,000 naira for literacy project, but at the end of the day, we spent 150,000 naira. So we will impute that 150,000 naira in this box. So as our total fund donated. If we donate it to an orphanage or other people's home, the name of that organization of that home is expected to be imputed here, where we have organization benefits. So you are expected to put it here that, okay, well, this money raised, it was donated to so place, and the name of that organization will be here. If you are donating to SCIF, just all you need to do is just to click on this box like that. Total fundraise in US dollar, you input it there. Total funds donated in US dollar, you will impute there. Then you scroll down again, you have your start time. You are expected to put your time. If you remember, I said I gave us how to calculate the volunteer hours in the previous page. So now you are also expected to impute the start time. But we need to be mindful of our metrics, what we are imputing. Because if you say that you have spent 5 hours on a project, you are expected to give us when you start and when you end that thing here. So if at the end of the day, your summation here is 6 hours, and you have told us previously that you spent 5 hours, that is offside. So we are not expected to do that. So they will see us as an unserious element. So we need to be mindful of all this. Meanwhile, it is not a must for us to come this far. If you don't know how to put it, you can see it is optional, but it is good. It makes our report to be detailed if you can do all these things, because now you have venue. So here now, if you put that venue, if you come to this space where we have time zone, now where we have this time zone, if you click it, the list of time zones will drop and you will see Nigeria there. You click Nigeria. If you come to this venue location, if you click it, it will give you Google Map of your address. Automatically, it will bring it out. So if you impute it, so if anybody click on that Google Map, it can easily take that person to the venue you can see it on map. So you can see it. We have venue, location, street, venue, location, city. Yeah, this one is state. This none. If you click it, will give you states in Nigeria. So you click that. So it will make your report to be detailed. If you can summon that courage to take your time and impute all these things accurately, so it will give your report a very meaningful report. It will make it a very meaningful report. So now, having said all that, you have imputed all your metrics, all your data. You still need to put pictorial evidence in your report. So now you still need to scroll down. Scroll to the bottom. Then you see this page. You see image, previous image. If you have been uploading images before, you see the different pictures you have uploaded. But for the project you are just reporting, for the service activity you are just reporting, you need to click on upload image. So if you click on upload image, this page will be displayed. So on getting this page, you now click on select. If you click on select, if you take you to files on your phone or your system, then you pick action pictures. The reason why, the importance of having pictures is just to show the evidence of what we have done. So they will see how that project was carried out, and it shows that truly you have carried out that project. So it's very good at all time. We must upload our picture, action picture. All these posing picture are irrelevant. If you are updating picture, if you are uploading picture, that picture must be action picture. You are not expected to upload picture where you are holding your banner, where you are dancing, where you are, posing. No. The project report that is expected on the portal is action picture, where that activity was being carried out. So at a go, you have the opportunity to pick 10 pictures. You can still add more, but to pick at once, you have liberty to pick 10. So if you pick that 10, if you come to this side, the list of those 10 pictures will be displayed here. Can you see the cursor? Hello? Can we see the cursor?
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
So
go ahead.
Yes.
the list of the pictures you have selected will be displayed down there. So if you are okay with the first 10, you go ahead to upload. If you still want to add more, you are allowed to add as many as possible, but it must be good pictures. You understand? So you go back here to select more. So all pictures will be displayed. Then you upload. So the moment you upload, it will take you back to where you started the editing. Do you all remember this page where you generated receipt for your report from at the beginning? So it will take you back to that page. So if it takes you back to this page, you have not completed your report. So if you stopped here, if you look up somewhere here, you have where to save. If you click that save, you can close your computer, you can close your phone, you can go to do any other thing. Anytime you come back, you see that thing there. Because you have saved, you have not reported. So it will only display as a draft. So to report your project now to Lion portal properly, for them to see it at the international office, you now come back to report to SCI. So if you click on this, it will take just like few seconds, maybe 2 or 3 seconds. Then successful will be displayed. With that, you have completed and you have properly reported your activity to the international office. So if you scroll down, you will see all this. So if you scroll down, you see this, it will show the project you have just reported. You will see it first. And if you move to the right-hand side, you see it reported or as draft. So if it has not been reported, the next thing for you is to click on this blue receipt, this SAO 78. If you click on it, it will take you back to where you stopped. It will take you back to, for instance, if you stopped here, it will take you back here. If you stop here, it will take you back here. From there, then it's just for you to look at it again and see where you have not done the needful. Then you report again. So it will now bring you back to this place. Then you see that you are fully reported your activity. Then you can then see all the reports that has been made in your club. So you can go back to view them to see that they are properly reported or not. Let us be mindful of how we report. We should not over-report and we should not under-report. Total number of people that should not be too much and we should not reduce it. So we have come to the end of the reporting process. If you have any question, you are free to ask. Thank you. God bless you.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Franklin?
Question, please.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you, Lion Ahmed. God bless you.
Do we have any questions?
Yes, good evening, everyone. Thank you for the detailed explanation there. My name is Lion Laiton Oduloye, Eco Lions Club. Sorry, I've been having challenges accessing my Lions portal for a while. So I believe Lion Franklin and Lion Mighty has been trying to let me sort it out. But it is so sad that I still till now can't access it because though I'm a Leo before, and I'm a Leo in Ikorodu, and now I'm in the Eco Lions Club. So, and I've been calling the Eco Leo Club president, and they are sponsoring Lions Club to transfer my membership from there to Eco Lions Club. But I don't know why it is challenging for them to do so. For the past 2 months, I can't do anything on my Lion portal. So if there's anything you can assist to do it, I would deeply appreciate. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
That is noted. We will tackle it. The problem you have is a very peculiar problem. And I like you to understand something, that the challenges that you're facing at the moment is actually a fallout of the fact that officers in that club did not report officers for this Lions here correctly. If the Leo advisor was reported, you wouldn't have this challenge at the moment. Now, the district secretary doesn't have the prerogative to be able to solve your problem, except the Leo advisor is reported on the platform. And if he's not being able to do that, that means that we need to fill a PU 101 form to Obrook for that to be done. That will be tackled. So for the sake of this service tutorial that we've just done, let's just channel all our questions to the service tutorial, please. Okay, but we will trash your issues. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, my DJ man. Thank you very much, man.
Questions?
Okay.
Comments?
Good evening, my Lion
Yeah.
secretary.
Good evening.
Okay.
Yeah, Lion Samuel, you have the floor.
My question is, my Lion secretary.
Hello.
Okay, thank you. Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, we can hear you now. You are breaking earlier.
Progress. My Lion secretary have not been able to access the portal. He was a past president of the club. And since we started the Lion here, he has not been able to make any report or anything on the portal. He has not been able to access the portal. He has changed his passport several times, and that's the same email I used during his Lion here. But he has not been able to go in after changing the passport. So what can we do?
Okay.
The ICT which should handle that.
What
Lion
club
Frank.
is that? What club?
Lion
Hello,
Samuel,
Samuel.
what club?
Yaba Lions Club. Yaba.
I don't have any of that report.
Yaba Lions.
Okay. After this meeting,
Yaba.
please kindly
Yaba.
send me a message so that we can fix that, please.
Okay, I will.
Lion Man, there is a question on the platform. Can you just pick up that question, sir?
Okay. Lion Franklin, can you please pick up that question? As in, please read it out. I can't see the question here.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Please kindly share more light on the pictures to be uploaded. The difference between action pictures and other stated.
All right.
Lion Ahmed.
Sir.
You want to take that?
Okay. Action pictures has no other definition than any picture that is being taken while the project, in the process of carrying out the project. You know, we have two pictures. It's either you pose or you are working. So any picture taken while you are carrying out a project is an action picture. So that will show that truly you are carrying out a service activity, not the one that we do like this, pull like this, bring the banner. No. Thank you.
Okay. For more clarity, if we are doing tree planting, we want to see lions planting the trees or the nurseries. If we are doing a donation, we want to see the handing over, pictures of the handing over of the check to whoever is representing the other organization. Those are action pictures, not pictures where people line up and then behind their banner and take straightforward pictures. No. Hope that is clear, sir. Is that clear, sir?
Noted. Noted.
Well noted. Well noted.
Okay, thank you. More questions, comments? Okay, Leo Lion Edwin Cole, you have the floor.
Yeah, thank you very much, Amas. So I want to appreciate the speakers for the great lecture, and it was really insightful. I don't know, mine is not the question, actually, just an addition, like just few additions. So I've been reporting for quite some years now, and I didn't just learn it from online training or just wanting. I've been attending trainings, and today training I gained a lot, which I have not known for a few years now. So I just want to advise other service here and those that can report that you should also meet someone, maybe the secretary or service here or anybody that is experienced in his or her club or other clubs that can teach them practical, like one-on-one practical on how to do, because most people don't learn through online trainings, right? It's just my observation. They learn through showing them, like, okay, this is how you did, press here, so you can meet people closer to you, maybe someone from other clubs that can put you through. So that's that. Then the second one is on question they asked on action pictures, and it has been answered wonderfully well. I just want to add that action picture also means unaware pictures that you took during the actual project, while you're doing the unallocated pictures, not the pictures you took consciously that you're posting, or the pictures you took while the project was being carried out without even you being noticed, or you might notice, but you don't look at the picture. You can just, be, put your attention on that project without looking at the camera. So thank you, sirs and mas. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Lion, Leo Lion. Lion Sultan, you have the floor. Lion Sultan Yusuf.
Yeah, in Lionism.
We serve.
Good evening, sir. Yeah, my name is Leo Sultan Yusuf, Club President, Lagos Achievers Leo Club. So I have a question as regards club meetings reporting. What will be the total number of people served and total number of volunteers? Will it be the same figure of people that attended the meeting or not? That was my question, sir. Thank you.
People that attended, I think this will be pretty straightforward. Lion Ahmed.
Yeah. While you are reporting your meeting, yes, you won't have the option of number of people served, because you are not serving anybody in your meeting. Total volunteer hours. Those are the things you see there. So, and other volunteers are the number of people who attended the meeting, virtually or physically. You understand? So you add them together. Someone who also took an apology is also expected to be part of those who attended the meeting. So those are the things you put, those are the metrics you put there. So you cannot have number of people served, because it's a meeting, you are not serving anybody. Thank you.
In addition, the minutes of your meeting can be uploaded. The PDF of that can be uploaded as pictures. So it will clearly show attendance and other things that Lion Ahmed have said. Are we clear on that?
Yes, sir.
Lion,
thank you.
You're welcome. Lion Ashiru Ismail Owolabi, you have the floor now.
Okay, in Lionism, good evening, everyone. My name is Leo Ashiru Ismail Owolabi, President of Corridor Monleo Club. Yeah, when they are actually explaining the parts of the total volunteers, I think I have a network issue, so I really get that place, that part very well. So I just need, if there is a way that, if they can actually help me to share more lights in order for me to actually understand that part. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Lion Ahmed, you'd like to quickly give us a summary of that?
All right. Is the total number of Lions and non-Lions members who participated in the service activity. Simple and short.
Oh, sorry.
Did you get that?
No, that's not the part I want to. I mean, total volunteer hour. Yeah, total volunteer hour.
Yes. Total volunteer hour is the.
Yes.
Okay. The formula for that is by multiplying the number of volunteers by the number of hours spent in executing the project. That is the simplest way. In addition to that, if you really want to get the actual figure, actual hours of total volunteer hours, you need to take note of every hour and minute spent by every volunteer. At the beginning of the project, we might be, let's say 10 Lions were in attendance. But at the end of the project, at the completion of the project, maybe Lions that are there are no more than 7 or 5. You are not expected, in real sense, if you are really putting the metrics in order, you are not expected to generalize the same hours for all of them. Just for you to take note of, Lion A spent 8 hours. Lion B spent 3 hours. Lion C, at the end of, you had everything together, and that gives you total volunteer hours. But if you are not patient enough to take that metrics one after the other, it's also permitted for you to take number of volunteers multiplied by number of hours. very short formula. Did you get that?
Okay, yes, sir. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Lion Akinoshi, you have the floor now.
Akin Osho.
Aki Osho. Okay.
Thank
Sorry.
you, my DPS and my region coordinator. I just want to add one or two things. Thank you for this impactful knowledge, and which I believe all the clubs should have this, especially maybe one person also to be trained. Concerning the action pictures that we have been missing, it should be a picture that you are not conscious of, not posing picture. Let's use that word. A picture that you post for. So we should be able to get someone within the club that is responsible for taking the real action picture while we are doing our project. And also to add it to the point, because I hope some people will not get it wrong and say, they said we should not take picture behind the banners, so they don't bring banners up again. Your banners can be behind in a place, and while you are still taking the pictures, it can capture the banner, because you needed that to showcase the club that is working, but it's not a conscious effort. So by the time the person taking your pictures takes as many as possible and he put it on the platform, the person reporting will be able to, pick the action one and report it. And it shouldn't be as many as possible. You can take like 5, 6 that are meaningful, and then we do that recording. So that is just what I want to add to it. And at the same time, we must be conscious of the project we are doing. Enough members, when we have enough members, it will help us to project the projects that we have done in the portals. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it for the additional information. Lion Ogunjimi, you have the floor now, please. Ogunjimi Temidayo, you have the floor, please. Good evening, wonderful Lion. We serve.
Yes, quick one. I just want to say one thing. I want to ask content version lesson and to every. I think it's quite well explanatory, and if one listen and follow through, it helps a lot. So I'm requesting and appealing that the recorded version of this class be accessed to every club to guide whoever is responsible to report at every content.
Okay. ICT, Lion Frank and Lion Ahmed, they want the recorded version so that people can learn from it.
We're going to actually host it on the district website so that people can actually go there to play the video and get themselves refreshed with the knowledge that was shared today.
If I may, good evening, Great Lions. Lion Franklin, if you don't mind, after uploading, do you mind sharing the link that takes you direct so people don't get lost in the navigation? Thank you.
Okay, well noted.
More questions, comment? Thank you, my DG. More questions, comments?
I will also suggest, following the DG word, that it should also be placed on the president platform so that the president can now post it again on their club individual platform. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. More comments, please. Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Someone.
sir. Good evening, once again, sir.
Good evening.
Lion Light,
okay.
Yes,
good evening,
so,
Lion Light.
Concerning my Lion portal, sir, I've not been able to access it, but what I do is to send an email to the district email address. So I don't know if that's okay.
Email to the district email address for what?
For our minutes.
Okay,
but
that's a different. That's a different.
Okay, is it possible that my president or the service chair report on my behalf?
Of course, if they have access, they
But
can.
I believe they also have access to the portal.
Your
Okay.
president should have access to the portal. Your service chairperson should have access to the
on my-
portal.
Okay.
And your secretary should have access to the
Okay.
portal.
I'm the
And
secretary. I don't
the
have
club
access.
club
So
administration.
can they report on my behalf?
Of course, yes. Your president and service chairperson can report on your behalf.
Club
I'm sorry
administrator.
to interrupt you again, sir, but as the club secretary, why should anybody be reporting on your behalf? You are the secretary, you accepted the role, you should be reporting. Yes, other people can report, but the secretary is the brain box of the club. Why can you not report? Is it that you cannot connect? Is there a problem with your access so that
Yeah,
that is resolved?
I don't have any access. I can't. Yeah,
Okay, if you
that I don't have
connect
access to
with
my
Lion
portal.
Franklin, Lion Franklin will be able to sort you out. I assure you, as ICT chair.
Okay.
My DG.
Good evening.
Hello. Hold on, please. My DG, he has put forward his issues. He has not been able to connect, and Lion Franklin have taken note of that. And I think they've been working on it, but he asked him to get back to him after this so that they will update and see what to do. Yes.
Okay. Well done. Well done.
Good
Thank
evening,
you.
my DG, and good evening.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, my
Good evening.
Lion.
That's Lion Abib, right?
Yes, Lion Abib. Yes.
Okay, you have the floor now.
Because of the person that just spoken now, I think it's a general problem with most clubs. When the outgoing president is reporting, they didn't do a due diligence to be sure the incoming officers' emails are still active. Because once the email is not active, and that means the email they use to report them on Obruk, then it becomes a problem when they are reported. And the moment they take over, the year comes in and they take over, which means the IPP doesn't have access to make any changes. It's happening to my own club too. My secretary, my president cannot do reporting because of that. I've been trying to see how I can juggle that for them. But what I need the IT to do for us is to let us understand the easiest way we can get this sorted out. Either to write mail to Obruk, or they will be able to fix it for us, because if that is not done, this same problem will keep going around every club. Each and every new executive coming in or the outgoing must be sure the emails are active, because that's basically the problem everybody that cannot do the reporting are having. It has to do with the email they have on Obruk and the present email they think they have that they are using. I think that's the problem. So we really need to know which way is the best way to correct that, either to write to Obruk or the IT can take care of that.
Okay, thank you. The IT will take care of that. Hold on.
My DJ, can I come in at this point?
Hold on.
Okay. I felt I should. Okay, you have the floor. That's Lion who? Can't see the name.
My name is Lion Leo. What I would want to advise at this point is that the club secretary or president should actually download the club members list from Obruk through the app. Then you have all the details, addresses, email, everything, and share to the club members so they can actually do this correction. Then the club presidents will now go back and correct them online. It will solve most of this problem, because as we are seated here now, it's a recurring thing. But once the club president or secretary is able to download the details of the club members and share it, most of these corrections will be done once and for all. So we don't have this thing reoccurring every year. And once it is done, most of the people who actually have problems now
automatically those problems will be solved because it's the correct email that will be there. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm Lion Abasendo Helen Nufuma Nuwakwe, Korodu Diamond Lions Club. I want to say that the link should also be shared on the secretary's platform, please, for accessibility. Thank you.
What link?
The link for reporting. Because I remember
Okay,
Lion
link for this training.
for this session.
said it should be posted on the president's platform. So
okay.
I'm adding that it should also be posted on the secretary's platform. Thank you.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
Sure. Lion Franklin and the DCS will handle that. More questions? You're welcome.
Okay. I wanted to say something quickly, please. Lion Osaiko on the floor.
Lion who?
General Hospital. Osaiko, Chima.
Okay. You have the floor.
I just wanted to, I just had my ambassador, Lion Ambassador, say something. I didn't know their secretary platform because I'm not there. I'm supposed to be there. And I want to also request, I have the same challenge everyone is having, but I don't think my mail is wrongly spelled. I just think that I missed this meeting now by a few minutes. So I missed the opening. I want to know how they enter into this portal to report. I used to report very well in the other old portal. So I just want to understand it, if a little bit of how to enter into this environment can be shown, please, I beg you. And I'm not on the secretary platform. Thank you.
Okay, hold on, please. Lion Chima. Hello, Lion Chima.
Sir?
You said you report before? You normally do reports your club activities before?
Yes, in the old portal.
Yeah, if you have that, they migrate you automatic to the Lions portal.
That's why I'm surprised. I know I'm there, but I don't know how to navigate my way. I don't understand it.
Okay, it's the navigation that is the problem now.
Okay, can I answer that? Okay, for every one of us that were on the My Lions platform, you don't automatically get migrated. You will not be able to access this portal until you are re-registered again. You have to re-register on this portal before you can access the portal. That means your username, which is your email, and your first name and your last name must be correctly entered. Once that is done correctly, an OTP will be sent to your email. Once you enter the OTP on the platform and click OK, you will now have an opportunity to be able to set a new password for yourself. So it is not automatic, sir.
Okay.
No, there is a shortcut. Hello, in Lionism. There is Lion Chima. We have a shortcut to that. Just try to go to where you normally log in. Click on forget password. Provided you are still you still have access to the old email you are using to log in. Inside that, go to forget password. It will take you to where you register another password. That will be sorted. That is the simplest way of bringing yourself back to the new Lion portal. It's as short as that.
So,
but when I get into that Lions, sorry, sir, when I get into that place, this thing I'm seeing now, fundraising meeting, I don't see it. I don't know how to access it.
You can't see it yet because you've not been
fully migrated.
Introduced to, yes, you've not been fully migrated to the new Lion portal. So old account, yes, old password. There was a time a mail was sent out to every user of the Lion portal. to change the password. You did not act then. So now, just go to where you normally log in, go to forget password, input your email, a link will be sent there, activate it, re-register your password, then you will be taken to the Lions portal. Then another thing is now left to, if you've been added from last administration as the secretary for this Lions, that is another case entirely. To gain access is one. To perform your duty on the portal as club secretary is another thing. But Lion Franklin can help you to sort that out.
Thank you,
So,
sir.
Lion Chima, try those. If you have challenges, contact Franklin.
Okay, sir.
Lion, there's someone.
Adewusi.
Adewusi. Yeah, I saw someone raise it. Yeah, Adewusi, you have the floor now. Lion Adewusi.
Good evening. I don't
Good
know, can you
evening.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. Good evening, Lion leaders. Leo's Lions president. I am Leo Lion Damlola Adeosi, club president of Lagos Pacific Bay Setters Leo Lions Club. I just want to say something as regards this issue we are having. I think the area whereby we leave the MyOCI platform for club officers alone has gone. I believe if every member of Lions family is used to checking their profile on MyOCI, this issue will have been reduced to the minimum level. And that's why I would advise that clubs set aside a day in the meetings for every month or every quarter. Like members, okay, log in, let's see, check your profile, check your information, if they're corrected. And it is easier for officers to edit. You can easily edit, change name, address, your emails, and check that verified. Sincerely, if an outgoing officer reports you, and he or she cannot know if your personal emails or details are complete because whatever he or she sees on the portal, he or she reports. But you as a person, if you are used to the platform, at least if you cannot log in every week, at least try every month to check in, check your profile, what change, what's news and all that. I believe some people don't even know that there are news that comes in every day or every month as regards updates. So if the club can set aside, apart from the project, a day or a month whereby members log in, let's see if you can access the platform. It will ease the stress whereby when those that are transiting or those that are going out and coming in, always have issues of reporting or not reporting. Most people would not access the platform except their officers. And it's when they will come to office, then I say, yeah, when do you do this, when do you do this? But if they are used to that platform as a member, I don't think we'll be having this issue every time we have with officers. It's been on for years. I believe we should find a lasting solution to this. Thank you.
Thank you. Lion Ahmed. Lion Ahmed.
Sir.
Can you take us to slide 3? Can you display slide 3, please? Okay. No, go back. Again, the next slide. The next slide. No, not this one. Okay. No, the next one. The next slide. Now, if you click, okay, the previous slide quickly. Lana Dewusi, I want to show you something. What you said is so important, and members and Lions need to hear this. Once you click on the 3 lines here at the top left-hand corner of your of the platform, it takes you to the next slide. Lion Ahmed, go to the next slide. Now it brings down this drop-down menu. Under the drop-down menu, you see there are so many things you can achieve on the portal. Is it membership reporting of you want to do? You see it there. Service, which we've just talked about. You want to learn anything about Lions? That's the Lions Learning Center is there. It's under learning. So it is expected that every member of the club access the portal. And that is why if you go to the previous slide, you see where they say My Club. So once you click, everybody can go in there, My Club. Once you click on that, it takes you to the next slide, that we showed earlier. Ahmed, go to that slide, and you can access the Lions Learning Center to learn one or two things there. A whole lot of things you can do, including, look at this, online directory. You see a lot of information on that platform. My club, you see, you can access information about clubs within the constitutional area. You can access the entire summary of Lion members within the constitutional area, within the district, the multiple districts. So it's not restricted actually to the club officers. Every club, every member of a club should access here, if not for anything, to learn something. So if people are not doing it, they're not capitalizing on it, I think it's a no-no. We need to do better. Everybody must learn something. Maybe once in a month, go there, learn something from the Learning Center, which is available for free. So if Lions are not doing that, then this is why we have these challenges that we are facing at the moment. Just adding to what Lion Adewusi mentioned earlier, this to encourage us to go there every week and learn one or two things from the Lion Learning Center. Thank you. More questions, please. Comments, questions?
Sorry,
okay.
Lions. The attendance form has been posted on the chat board. Please kindly fill the attendance. Thank you.
Lion Ahmed, on our behalf, we want to call on the DG to give hello, is my DG still here?
I am, sir.
Okay, it's a privilege we have you here. Before we close, on behalf of myself and Lion Ahmed that facilitated this session, want you to have the opportunity to talk to your members, your Lions in the district, words of encouragement. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. First of all, let me start by thanking yourself and Lion Ahmed for a fantastic job. I think there's no one who is here today that would say they didn't go home with something new. Even I did. So thank you very much for sharing your expertise. For making this possible, my ICT chairperson. Thank you very much, Lion Franklin. And for all of us, the benefactors. You know, as I always say, I'm a member. I'm a club member before I'm a DG. So we're all Lions in it together. So thank you very much for taking time out. We've overshot by almost half an hour, but everybody is still here. Everybody is still engaged. So thank you very much. Remember, you must report. If you don't report, it doesn't get factored into the Lions statistics, and that's a huge loss. We're not reporting because we want to report. We're reporting because we want to keep a record of the impact we are making. Also, every month, please do try to do one awareness campaign so that you're reaching out to a farther extended crowd. Remember, I said, don't sing to the converted. There's no point preaching to the converted. We're trying to get as many more people into our Lions Club to increase our service. So thank you very much for your time and have a good evening.
Thank you, my DG. Lion Frank.
Yes, sir.
Lion Frank.
Yes, sir.
We yield the floor to you. You're standing in for the DGLT. Sorry?
When the DG has ended the meeting?
Yeah, you can close it. Now, you are representing the DGLT.
Okay. Fellow Lions, every service and meetings we carry out in the district are always reported. So please, I'll crave the indulgence of every one of us to kindly fill the form. We were at a point 92 in attendance at this meeting, and At this point, I don't think we have up to 40 that have filled the form as we speak. So please, so that your name will not be left out of the report, kindly fill the form. Thank you so much. And good night, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Lion Ahmed, thank you so much.
Good night,
Thank you, sir.
everyone.
Thank you, my GG. Thank you, Great Lions.
Thank you,
See you
everyone.
some
Have a
other
wonderful night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Lion
Thank
Ahmed,
you.
I was
Thank you.
expecting that we could take a
Good night,
picture
everyone.
to
Gigi,
have
good
a
night.
report.
Thank
Please,
you,
I'm ready
Lion
to fill
Ahmed.
the
Thank you, Lion
attendance form.
Yusuf.
I can't
Thank
find
you
it here.
so much.
Lion
Thank you,
Franklin,
my able DG,
I need
Lion
to sort
Helen,
something out with you.
Hello? Hello, please. I can't find the attendance register to fill, please.
I'm
Go
posting it
on the
again.
platform. Go on the platform. It's there.
Okay, on the platform.
Scroll backward, you will see it.
Thank you, Lion
No,
Ahmed.
it's to tap on the chat. When you go on the chat.
I have
Thank
posted
you.
it again.
Yes, it's on the platform.
Thank you. Thank you, my DG.
All right. Good night,
Happy
everybody.
night
Have a
rest.
lovely
Good
night
night.
rest. Bye.
Good night,
Bye-bye,
bye.
Ambassador Helen of Kodu Dam.
Do that. Au revoir.
Ambassador Lynn, I salute you.
Bye-bye.
Franklin, I've not registered though.
I can't see the registration.
Mhm.
I mean,
You
the
are
register.
you are the reason why I've not shut down the platform. So please.
Honestly, I
I've not
don't
seen the registration.
understand.
I've not
I
registered.
don't
though.
understand.
I have sent it again.
Lion Franklin, don't shut down. I'm not registered.
Please register. Our Kesco, now you be that.
Now me, I did all things now. You can't see the register.
I have sent it again. I've sent it about 3 times.
Okay, I'm looking for my membership number.
Look, Lion Franklin, I just logged in now with my phone. Can't you resend it, please?
I can't see
I
the
just
register.
logged in now with my phone.
Okay, I will resend it again. Captain Abib, good
All right,
evening, sir.
thank
How are
you.
you?
It's not being it's not displayed though.
Captain Abib, good evening, sir.
Yeah, is there? Just said it again.
I have sent it. I have sent it. If you look at the chat board, you see it. Captain
Go
Abib, good evening, sir.
Go to chat. On your screen, check where you see chat. You see it there.
Yeah, I'm Franklin. I've registered.
So people are dropping their informations on the chat board. They are supposed to click on the